welcome back to Gray Magnolias. This is kind of like an impromptu video. I just got out of the house. I'm on my way to the thrift store to find last minute outfits for my son and my husband for the Renaissance Fair that we're going to on Sunday. So you'll probably like be seeing this after the Renaissance Fair, and I'll probably include like video footage and all that. So let's just say this is the Renaissance Fair vlog. My husband and son aren't super keen on dressing up like I am, so I'm gonna keep it simple and comfortable for them, kind of like Hobbit, Frodo. My son wants to be a dragon. I might have to do that from scratch, see what I find. So I'm gonna go do Goodwill, and if I don't find anything in Goodwill at all, like especially for my son since he wants to be like a little dragon or something, I'm gonna pop into Hobby Lobby to like get a mask and a couple of sheets of felt and kind of do something that's just gonna be comfortable and like not a big deal. And maybe pick up like a little red, like a just straight red shirt, to kind of like, he wants to be like Smaug from The Hobbit or from Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I'm super excited. The weather is gorgeous. I'm also going to go grocery shopping. So it is 8:47 now. I'm leaving a little bit later than I wanted to. The thrift store opens at 9. I have iced coffee. I think I'm gonna buy a bag of ice because I'm kind of, even though it's winter, I'm kind of like getting into that iced coffee mode. So I got that. And like making, I don't have like an ice maker, and I have like little things to make like little cube ice, but it's like one serving. So I figured like a bag of ice, and I have a deep freezer. So yeah, I'm gonna come along with me. I'm gonna do like film little clips. I'm not like the best at this, but I think it'll be fun. Okay, I stayed there a lot longer than I wanted to, but like everything was 40% off, which I'm so lucky. Let me show you what I got. I did a little montage, so clips that you've seen before this one are dishes that I wanted, but I didn't get because I don't have room and I'm trying to have control. So I managed to get my husband like a whole like Frodo type outfit, but being comfortable still. I'm gonna have to do some like sewing, so to speak, tonight. And I got my son pretty much like the whole outfit. I'm gonna have to make him wings, and then I have to make a mask. So let's see if I can. Okay, showing stuff in the car is not exactly ideal, but I'm at Hobby Lobby now. I will show everything that I got. I'm gonna hopefully get like a little mask thing. I'm gonna get fabric glue. I'm not gonna kill myself trying to sew things together. I'm just gonna fabric glue it together. And yeah, let's see what I find. Okay, I am back home. I did all my errands. I got all my groceries. I forgot a few things, but I'll have to pick it up tomorrow. I have some Tim Hortons, which is so good. I am slowly craving iced drinks, so, but this is what I got. For my son, since he's going to be a dragon or like Smaug, and it's gonna be kind of warm, I got some red basketball shorts, and I got him this little red shirt. Actually, it's Spider-Man themed, but I feel like it's very subtle that it can be like used and he can reuse it, which is always a win. I'm gonna make him some kind of like dragon wing type of thing that he can like extend like this and close. I got this woman's shirt. Hold on, it's inside out. that is pretty big, so it's gonna have like a nice flowy effect. So I'm gonna like cut it down the middle, maybe do like a little button thing and like use the sleeves, like cut off the sleeves and can like pick up. So that's the plan with that. I managed to get my husband a Frodo Hobbit type of outfit. I'm not sure if it fits, but I like went ahead and like washed everything. But I got him like this kind of safari sand color like button down, right? And for shorts, I got him these, I didn't realize they were silk, but I Googled how I can wash them without it being dry cleaned. And I think they fit, but I washed everything right away. And it's like I think Frodo and them were like brown, but I think it's still gonna give like Hobbit, but comfortable and cool and not anything crazy. They're really soft. They're Tommy Bahama like shorts. So I got that, I washed that, it's dry, and I actually gotta hang it to dry. And I think we're gonna have a few more cold days, I hope, but I couldn't pass up on this plum pullover. It was in the men's section. It feels like butter. It's so nice. The like fuzziness doesn't match the inside, but even like the inside lining is so nice. So it'll be fun to just like throw over for like morning walks. I do plan to go to the beach a little bit more often in the morning, or just for work and stuff like that, to be a little cozy. And of course, I had to look at the books. I could not look at them. For my son, he's really into these I Spy books, so I was by myself. I Spy, Treasure Hunt, and it's like a little bit more advanced because you have to read what you need to find and not just like the picture of the item. We actually got the Spooky Night one from our local library, and he's been really enjoying that before bedtime. It's actually kind of difficult, some of them. And for books, there wasn't too much. I could have missed a few things, but that's okay. I'm trying to be very mindful of what I get. I'm trying to complete series, and if something else catches my eye, like on the suggestion, like on the historical romance subreddit page, if something gets suggested and I can't get my hands on it through the library or any of my ebook apps, then I try to add it to my thrift list. But I got a Stephanie Lawrence that I don't have in the style, like the cover style, A Fine Passion. I'm not sure whose book this is or if it's in that same family saga, but it has a beautiful set back. I love, love, love. I got me this one, Devil's Mistress by Heather Graham. I don't know if I've ever read anything of Heather Graham, but he taught her everything wild and wicked. He taught her every wild and wicked way a man and woman could love. I was like, sold. No setback, but I do really like the cover. And I found this gem. I mean, just like the cover alone and not even just the setback, but it's called Storm Winds by Iris Johansson. So it's like metallic. It has like this, is it called embossing, where you kind of like, it's like 3D of a Pegasus. It's done by Batman House, and then it has a beautiful setback. So yeah, this was written, I don't know if I have any more of her books. This was written in 91. So I'm really excited to check that out at some point. And then I also popped into Hobby Lobby. I just got like a couple felt sheets. I got a mask that I'm gonna like build the dragon face on. And I got a little thing of like fake daisies for myself that with like hairpins, I'm gonna like glue gun them and like pin them all in my hair. I'm gonna have my hair like all big and wild. That's the vision. Fake flowers are really expensive anywhere else but like the Dollar Tree, which is really annoying. But I got like 2 and it's gonna be like more than enough. And I'm gonna try to like make sure I can repurpose it for something else and it's not just for this. And then I also, so like the hobbits have like this like little leaf pendant thing that attaches their cloak. I got like a little gold chain that was like 50% off. And then I got 2 little leaves that I'm gonna like glue together to kind of make that little thing that for the closure. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna do my best to like put in clips of me putting everything together. But yeah, I think I did really well. I don't know if I mentioned this, but like Goodwill was like 40% off everything. So I only spent 30 bucks there with all that I got, and it's all like multi-use. It's not just a single use. That was the biggest thing. Got some books. And then Hobby Lobby, I think my son will most definitely play with the mask once I'm done making it. I think he'll really like it. And that little shirt and shorts he'll be able to wear as he grows, because the shorts are gonna be a little big. I'm gonna have to like safety pin it or something. But yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, real quick, I totally forgot to show what I got my husband for his cloak. It's not exactly the right color green, but I feel like it's gonna work. They're pillowcases. I'm gonna cut them open, both of them. I'm gonna glue them together, and then I'm gonna try to make like a half circle cloaky shape and cut all that, and then seam up the edges. So that's my plan. Good morning. Pardon the appearance. I just woke up and I haven't gotten ready yet. But today is the Renaissance Fair day. The boys are still sleeping. I'm going to wake them up soon. I'm going to try to be done myself before I wake them up. But I didn't film much else besides the last clip you saw yesterday, because I craft like my life depended on it for like hours yesterday. Couple failures, like the shorts I showed, I think they must have been altered or they've shrunken because they were 100% silk and they did not fit my husband, even though he's like on a weight loss journey as well, and they just would not fit around the front, but they did look altered now that I looked at them more closely. And then that button down also was not successful either, because he's like, I'm gonna be so hot, which again, I just want them to be comfortable. I mean, this Renaissance Fair thing is like more my thing than their thing, but I ended up making him the cloak, which was its own thing. I think it came out pretty good, and he can wear it for a little while, so he's like, okay, yeah, can I take this off? So sorry, I'm making myself breakfast as well. I'm doing eggs. I'm like been craving salsa like you wouldn't believe. So eggs, salsa, and cheese, kind of like that. I think it's a Middle Eastern egg dish where it's like I want to say shuka, but I don't think that's it. Could be right, could be wrong. But where you saute a bunch of vegetables, put marinara sauce, and like make it like spicy and delicious. As you saw, I'm having a cup of tea to revitalize me this morning. Oh my god, I'm so proud of how, back to what I was saying, I guess, my son's outfit came out great. It truly did. There's one thing I want to add before we leave for the sake of like the effect, so I'm gonna see if I can manage that. Just be a couple like little stitches, so I think I can manage. But yeah, I'm so excited. The weather's gonna be great. It's probably gonna feel like 80, but it's gonna be like 75. I'll take it. The Renaissance Fair that we're going to, their opening was yesterday, and I follow their Instagram page, and I was like on last night after like, you know, cleaning up my mess and everything, and it looks so much fun. I'm so excited. Not as, I don't know what time they filmed that. It wasn't as crowded as I thought it might be, but might be for the better. Yeah, I'm so excited. Let me show you how my son's mask came out, and then I'll do like little clips and montages of like us there, and of course I'll show my outfit. I'm so excited because I scored a dress. We went out, I think it was for like my birthday. We managed to go to one Goodwill because we like left so late in the day or whatnot. It was like the day before my birthday. And I was looking and I found kind of like this peasant like top that had like these bells, like bubble sleeves, and it just kind of gave peasant. I was like, oh, okay, but it was like velvet, and I was like, oh, I don't know, you know. And I was looking and I went to the dresses and I was looking and I was like, what is this masterpiece? And it was 50% off. So it was like $4 or something like that, which like the dresses are like hardly ever, at least over here in this area, like the Goodwills, like they tag, because everything's like color tagged, right? And I just feel that at least for one of the Goodwills I go to, the colors of the dresses are like hardly ever discounted or like it's really hard to find them. I guess they get picked off quite quickly. So let me go grab that. Okay, so here it is. For a while he's like, it's giving Phoenix, Mom. I'm trying. So I just looked at a few reference pictures on Pinterest of like a dragon mask. I mean, I know what a dragon looks like, but to be able to transfer it on this, he did not want horns, which I feel like could have added to the dragon element, but he didn't want that. So I just picked up this masquerade mask at Hobby Lobby, and then I picked up a sheet of this like foam felt. It's not like felty. This is a stiffer felt, and then just regular like loose fuzzy felt sheets. So these were only like 25 cents a piece. This big one was 99 cents a piece, and so was like this like foam type one. And the colors I went with, because he's like gonna be smog, so kind of like a dark red. So, and I built, how can I describe this? Because I wanted to kind of give like a nozzle type of effect. So I built like these pieces with the foam, and I built then on top of it with scales. And the teeth, a little wonky, but I really like how it came out. Fits him perfectly, and I think he'll get a lot of use afterwards because he likes to play. He got a, oh my god, what is it? He got like a T-Rex or Velociraptor like full headgear from his aunt, and he like wears it more than I thought he would. So yeah, so it came out really well. And then for myself, it's just a dress. I'm not like anything. I'm not like a fairy. I think I'm just kind of maybe royalty. I don't know. But in one of my layers, there's daisies, and I like totally lucked out because I was looking at the fake flowers, and I was like, oh, maybe this one. There was nothing close to the blue green jewel color of the dress. But then I picked up daisies because it was one of the cheaper things. And I look at one of the layers and there's daisies on there, so it kind of looked out. So I'm gonna do, I just took a headband that I don't, oh my god, I look crazy, that I don't tend to wear at all because it kind of triggers a headache for me. So it's found use. Actually, I used that as well. Oh my god, did I not? Oh, I didn't really share anything for Halloween because I went crazy. Yeah, I didn't post anything, dang. I'll have to see if I can wrap something, like put something together to show what I made for Halloween, because I worked on that for like a month. But yeah, so I just kind of, there was just two little things of fake flowers, and I took them all off and I just filled it in. I think it came out pretty cute. Wait, this should be the front because it looks fuller. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna sit, eat breakfast, reading update. And I feel as it fits in because there's like nights and stuff like that. I divided the Brandon Sanderson book, Oathbringer, like I bunched up 25 chapters. Oh my god, my back. It hurt. So I reached my first milestone. I got to chapter 26, like I finished chapter 25, and I'm at 26, and then my next goal will be chapter 50, and so forth. I can only do that up to 75 chapters. Up to 100 chapters, because then it's like, there's not like another 25 after that. It like quickly finishes, if I'm not mistaken. But it is so good. He so many layers, so in depth. It is really, this book is not for the faint of heart of like tackling. Not that I feel like Miss Springer was a little more triggering and just kind of like, damn, like that's crazy type of thing. This one is just as bad. I mean, it does talk about slavery, oppression, and like differences in class and like misunderstanding of people and like categorizing people as bad when they were just like, I'm just trying to like raise my family here, you know. So there is a lot of that, but it's so good. Also, I loved Shalon in book 2. I'm a little annoyed with her in right now in book 3, but I get the process. She's like not fully accepting something that she did and just kind of like understanding why she did it, why it needed to be done, and that of her actions, like she's not a bad person and stuff like that. So this is like, you know, another character arc she's going over, and so she's hiding behind all these personalities that she's creating, which like I get it, but it's not a very good healthy coping mechanism. Instead of just finding the strength in her own self, not the character she's made of, like, you know, because she can change her appearance type of thing. So yeah, it's so good, so good. I'm excited to, because I have 16 days left on the audiobook, and I think that's more than enough time that like at least every other day, if I don't read for the day, I can like read, you know, 5 chapters one day, 10, and then I'll be done before the audiobook has to be returned. Anyways, I'm gonna eat, get dressed, and I'll show you guys my outfit. You got this, Alma. Eat them up. No. Oh, right away, Alma. last clip of everything that I have filmed. I didn't get much footage, hopefully like the little clips and photos that I took are, to show like the Renaissance Fair. It was like a lot of fun. The weather was gorgeous, maybe a little too gorgeous because we all are a little crispy, like my chest that was exposed from the pictures. If you saw, like, I only took a picture of my outfit, I didn't even take video, because it's like getting there and then just trying to navigate it and all that stuff. I got burnt. We all got burnt. I went with my coworker, her poor husband, crispy. I got crispy, my husband got crispy, my son got a little crispy, not too bad, thankfully, because he's like shorter and I guess avoided like the brunt of things, or maybe I look like a little red. My forehead, forget about it, because I gave myself a micro bangs and it's a little crispy. So, and like, it's not too bad, it's just like really red and itchy. I might peel. I'm gonna try to keep it like hydrated and whatnot. So yeah, overall, like it honestly was like not the best Renaissance Fair. We never really get anything good quality in this area, which is annoying. But it was fun, the atmosphere, seeing everyone dressed up. It started strong with like this kind of like Dungeons and Dragon role-playing game thing where you like go to a tent, you get an experience point card and all that, and then you go to the game master and you level up, you answer questions and all these like little things. And then throughout the field they had quiz things like Renaissance question quiz thingies, and it fell through, like, kind of was not really well fleshed out, and it could have been a lot of fun. My son had fun, even though he was like, it's mom, it's like so sunny, it's so hot. After a point, the jousting was fun, the horses are so majestic. So, but yeah, overall I give it a 6 out of 10. The tickets weren't that bad. I think it was like $23 a person or something like that if you paid online. But yeah, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed like this style of video. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of like piece and put it all together. But yeah, I'm on my way to get a few groceries. I kind of fell through last week. I worked out and moved my body for like 3 days, and then I got sore and I was just like, I gave up. But not this week. Trying better. It's okay to start over every day, I think, as long as you're just making an effort right at the end of it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave in the comments if you've ever been to Renaissance Fair. What's your favorite thing about Renaissance Fairs? I hope to go to a better one in the future, but I think, it was fun. It was fun, something to do. I was with my husband, my son, my really good friend, who's also my coworker. Got to meet her husband. He's really cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I hope you read something amazing and make something beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one.